Hello and welcome back to TRB Collectibles. My name's Tom and I will be your guide on this adventure through the continuation of Potato Land. Yes, we are still in Idaho, specifically Idaho Falls, and I've decided with the little extra time that I had left, why not go on a thrifting trip and bring you all along? So this is store number 1 of 4, and as I guide you through it, I'll tell you a little bit of the differences that I saw between these thrift stores and a couple others that I've seen in different states, like New York City. If you haven't already, please be sure to check out the estate sale Potato Land episode. It's actually really quite something. If you haven't already, I'd appreciate it. Now, right off the bat, the one thing that I did notice about the thrift stores here in Idaho Falls compared to other locations like Florida, New York City, or San Diego, I think those other 3 locations really take inventory in the thrifted items and try to get them up and on the shelves as fast as possible, and the turnover rate is higher. It feels like these stores in Idaho Falls, the items have been here for a little bit. It's hard to explain, but when you go through the aisles, everything seems way more organized than what a thrift store should be. I don't know how to tell it, but it just felt that way. Wait. Maybe I'm so used to the other way, so much disorganized chaos, that it's become normal for me. Maybe this is what a thrift store should be, where it's organized and you can figure out what you're shopping for based on category. I don't know. Look! DVDs! My favorite category! Wait. Red coat? Long white beard? No. Say it ain't so. Is that Santa? Don't think I didn't look up the remotes, because I did, but I didn't want to put you through 20 minutes of that, because that's what I did, and I didn't find one that was worth it. And the DVDs were a bust too, which was unfortunate. There were so many of them. The one thing I need to keep in mind is that here, I'm on vacation, so I can only pack what fits in my suitcase. So buying a bread maker might not be the smartest move in the book, Tom.
That's the pothole.
That's right. Step in the giant pothole before you walk in the thrift store. That'd be fun. One of my favorite things about thrift stores throughout the country, especially regionally here in Idaho, is they love outdoor activities. They're prime for it, as well as skiing is big in the winter. So you're going to see a lot of those items come through thrift stores all year, and people pass on it. But potentially you could pick it up and sell it to somebody somewhere else for a decent profit because it's so much and it's so abundant. Now, in New York, you could also find skiing equipment primarily upstate, but not so much in New York City. And in Florida, I don't know who's skiing in Florida, but if you ski in Florida, please let me know in the comments down below. Now, in addition to what I was talking about earlier, where I was saying that these stores were well curated and everything was well organized rather than all over the place, the one other thing that I found kind of interesting was that there weren't as many patrons shopping as I am used to, because I go to a lot of thrift stores. I'm a reseller. There's one other person with me in this store, but I'm talking about other people combing the racks for clothing, and you're constantly hearing the hangers slide across the racks. People, looking through hardware, looking through electronics, at least 1 or 2 comping something. It was just a little bit different, I guess. Idaho Falls is a population of about 70,000 people. We've hit about 2 stores so far in this video, and I'm going to feature another 2. And as we go on, you're going to see that there weren't many people that you would see around me. And I noticed that for a fact as well. It also makes me think that maybe they're not getting as many donations, so there's less for sale and less incentive to come and buy. It could be a combination of factors. I could be completely wrong, but it was just something interesting that I wanted to point out because it felt like I had the stores to myself when I was going out thrifting, and it was rather interesting. I couldn't believe it. Disney Diamond Edition VHS clamshells. Those are worth millions of dollars just sitting there. But you know what? I'll be the better person. I'll leave them right there for the next person to earn $1 million. Controversial topic time. Do you like shopping at Goodwill? Yes, no, and tell me why in the comments down below. Also, would you buy chips from Goodwill? I personally probably would not. I've also never seen that, so let me know if you see chips at your Goodwill in the comments down below as well. If you're keeping score at home, you're going to know I'm 0 for 2 when it came to the last 2 thrift stores. Usually I'll find something that I can probably profit on. But surprisingly, I found nada, including in the DVDs, and usually that is my category. So, hopefully Goodwill I can find something, because I look over to the right, and guess what I see? A giant wall of DVDs and Blu-rays. I was excited. And you know what? I did find some stuff. Let me show it to you. Now, I didn't find anything too exciting, but I was happy with what I picked up. I paid $2 a piece. Core de Force from Beachbody, I should be able to make 10. Secrets of the Dead, Deadliest Battle, I should be able to make 20. Midnight Movies, Red Death, Premature Burial, I should be able to make 10. Kim, 10. Alien Shark, 10. And the Osmonds, 10. I was happy with the pickup. I was fortunate for the find. Let's move on to the next store. I noticed the 50-cent VHS tapes right away. Now, VHS tapes have had a little bit of a resurgence. Granted, a lot of people collected them before the resurgence, so certain categories and certain movies that were out of print and not on DVD or streaming are forever living on VHS, and if you can find it and they want it, you can make a decent profit. Unfortunately, those VHS didn't carry one, so I left them behind. Why? Why do they follow me? I'm convinced that the creepy dolls follow me everywhere I go, from the estate sales to the thrift stores. Now, granted, if you collect them, hey, it's what you like. But I could never do that. Can you imagine, like, sitting on your couch watching TV and then you have, like, this wall of, like, porcelain dolls just staring at you? I don't know. That's really up to you. Would you have a wall of porcelain dolls staring at you in your living room? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd like to know. I'm curious. When I first started getting into reselling, these small little blackjack handheld game and other card games actually do pretty well. That one didn't carry a value, but don't pass on them. Look them up, because you'd be surprised what people will pay for them. I was certainly surprised when I first started reselling, and I had no idea that they carried a value, and I'm glad I looked them up. Now, I asked a question in the last episode, and I happened to go to Yellowstone National Park and get a lot of really beautiful, cool footage. And I want to know, would you like to see it here on TRB Collectibles? It's not necessarily reselling related, but I think it'd be cool to share. Let me know in the comments down below, and don't worry, I'm not mad if you didn't see the last episode, because you still have time to check it out now. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's episode, please be sure to click that like button. And if you have some extra time, check out some of these other episodes. Thanks!